Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Rampage and welcome to gaming news that apparently hasn't been announced yet. But anyway, I just noticed that the Stomping Land had an update of 119.3 megabytes. Now, that's not the only thing that kind of made me think a little bit more, because I noticed that there's a store page now. And that you can apparently not buy the game still. Like, it's still got a story, like, it's still got a store, but you still can't buy the game, but yet it's still getting updates. So therefore, I believe that Steam or Valve, should, update this store saying that you can buy the game. But I'm not too sure what happened around the game being actually removed from purchasing on Steam, because it is still under the early access program, as you can see here. But the fact that you can't purchase it anymore is still a little bit, disconcerting. Well, it's concerning. The fact that, it's still being updated, or just recently been updated, yet they haven't actually allowed the game to be put back on the early access program where you can buy the game again. Now, this, I've read several things about the game, being removed and basically stating that the developer didn't want to work on the game or something like that. Then, well, the developer was just left. When you have a game like this that's a decently sized project, kind of like The Forest, and you have multiplayer or co-op and stuff like that, I do feel for the developer, because when you have a dickload of people talking shit to you, saying your game's not worth it, saying your game's not worth the money, saying that sort of thing, then I can understand where the developer just wants to, sit back for a while and take time to actually soak all the feedback in, or, just take a little time on their own just to actually get their mindset back to where it was when they were actually developing the game. So, why am I talking about this? Well, I looked at the Stomping Land and thought it was kind of weird. When it was first announced on IndieDB, I thought it was a weird concept. Now that I've actually seen gameplay for it, it doesn't look too bad, but the mechanics in the game are still broken. I haven't tested it since this update, because it was, like 10 minutes ago. But yeah, I personally would like to see more dinosaurs, more variety of weapons, stuff like that, and weapons that don't actually, like, wear out as quickly as they do, because there is a lot, and I mean a lot, of development time that needs to be put into this game for it to actually make sense. Because games like this that have sort of sandboxy experiences, I don't know, I just don't really understand them, because they have you in this sandbox environment, but then they have all these different mechanics that either they don't make sense, or they, you have a crafting system that requires you to craft weapons and huts and stuff like that to actually survive, but then they don't have enough mechanics surrounding that idea to actually back up what the game is supposed to be. Now, this is where I want to discuss the early access program as a whole. Now, I don't have any problems with the early access program or greenlight, as I've stated in several other videos, but the fact that, Steam, Valve, whoever puts these games up on Steam as early access games, should have full control over what goes on. They should have full control over the state in which the games should be able to be in the early access program. That being, the game should pass certain qualifications, it should pass certain quality tests, it should pass, alpha, beta, or what have you. Now, listing games as alpha or beta just to get in an early access program when your game is, still not even in or up to alpha development is another thing entirely. Because if that was the case and developers could still get money from this, then people or developers would push to get alpha or beta status simply just to get their game up on the early access program. Now, I'm not saying that that's happened before, but it is a situation that could happen. I don't know whether it has happened before, so don't take my word for it, but if it does, Steam really will, we've seen games come out of the early access program as being total shit. We've seen games like, what was that game? Guys of the Werewolf or whatever. That was total garbage. Yet Steam was still selling that at around $10 to $20. You know, Steam or any employees, you know, of Valve, Steam, what have you, should have full control. They should be able to play the game. They should be able to test it. And they should be able to tell the developer what needs to be changed for them to actually get paid for early access content, or actually get their game in the early access program. Now this goes for Greenlight as well, right? You've got concepts, you've got Greenlight games that actually show no gameplay, nothing whatsoever, yet the community is voting them up, simply either because of screenshots or names. Right? You've got a flawed system here, Steam. You need to back it up. You need to make it more stronger, more, you know, more qualifications that actually need to be ticked off in order for developers to actually be able to get their games on these programs to start with. Now, I'm not saying that concepts are a bad thing, or, you know, developers shouldn't have concepts up on the Greenlight program. I'm not saying that. Concepts are great. Concepts are games that are nearly, or they have a concept in place, they've got basic mechanics put in place, they've got that sort of thing. That's a concept. I've seen several games on Steam, on, you know, the concept section of the Greenlight program, that have nothing but either shitty concept art, shitty modeling, or just nothing. Just plain images. Yet they still think that that's deemed as a concept. Yes, a concept is, or can be, you know, described as an idea, a concept behind what they want to achieve. Yes. But when you are trying to show off a game or get the game into a Greenlight program or get it on Steam, there needs to be a limit. You know, developers will pay the $100 or $200 to get the game on their program anyway, their Greenlight program. That's no problem. But the fact that the bar is set so low for these programs is really, really concerning, and it shouldn't be that way. But anyway guys, let me know what you guys think about this, and whether you think that Greenlight or Early Access or even the Stomping Land is even worth it. Do you approve of Greenlight and Early Access? Anyway guys, my name is Rampage. Please don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.